Honey, I'm home. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making this easy, deliciously soft bread, a recipe you can follow blindly to make the best bread you've ever tasted. Follow this recipe to the T and it will be a cakewalk. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe and hit that bell icon. Let's get started. Please take a look at the description box for tips. We need 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons lukewarm water, 1 1/4 cup of warm milk, 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil, 1 1/8 teaspoon dry instant yeast, 1 tablespoon sugar, 2 teaspoons salt, and some butter. Make a well in the middle of the flour like so. Now drop in the yeast followed by sugar. Pour in the lukewarm water. Make sure it is not hot because hot water will kill the yeast. Give this a good mix using your hand. Rub this throughout the flour. Now add 1 tablespoon of oil and mix it in. Add salt now and mix it in evenly. Now pour in the warm milk gradually, not all at once. Bring the dough together. There is no particular technique for kneading this dough. No pushing the dough with the heel of your palm or any such method. Just knead it as you would knead chapatti dough. Knead this until you get a smooth dough. If you find it difficult to work with the dough, apply oil in your palm, time and again to effortlessly knead it. I have used all of the milk mentioned. You might require a little more or little less. So make sure you gradually incorporate the milk into the flour. You should end up with a dough that is this smooth. Make the dough into a ball like so. Oil the bottom of the vessel and the top of the dough. Cover with a plate and allow it to proof in a dry, dark place for an hour. Please check point 5 and 6 in the description box. After an hour, the dough would have doubled in size. Punch it through and knead it. I will not be kneading it for long. Just bring the dough together. I am not going to speed up the process time so that you can know that much kneading is not required. We will be using a baking tin of the size 23 × 10 cm and depth of 9 cm, which has a lid on the top that can be slid open. Pour in a little oil into the tin. Make sure to thoroughly coat the tin with oil. Do not forget to brush the lid with oil too. Keep it aside. Now place the dough onto an oiled surface. Make sure to oil your rolling pin as well. Roll the dough out. Do not roll the dough too thin. It should be at least half an inch thick. We are rolling out the dough so that we can eliminate having any air pockets. Place the tin on the dough to get an approximate knowledge about the length so that you don't end up with a long log of dough that doesn't fit into the tin. Now roll the dough away from you into a cylindrical log tightly. Continue rolling the rest of the dough. If you're working on a larger surface, you can first roll out the dough completely and then make it into a log. My surface is small, so I will be doing it like so. Please make sure to tuck the roll tightly. Now seal the flap with your fingers by pinching the dough. Make sure to tightly seal the sides as well by pressing it. Now carefully place the dough inside the tin and place the lid on. Allow the dough to proof again for 30 minutes in a dry, dark place. After 30 minutes, open the lid slowly. The dough has doubled in size. Apply little oil evenly on the top of your dough. Place the lid back on and bake it at 180 degrees Celsius in a preheated oven for exactly 30 minutes. Our bread is out of the oven. Carefully open the lid. Our bread has baked beautifully. Now slather the top of the bread with some butter. I'll be using salted butter here. Make sure to get the sides too. Now bake it again at 180 degrees Celsius without the lid to brown the top for about 7 minutes. Please keep an eye now. You can brown the bread for 7 minutes or less. It's totally up to an individual's preference. If you like a dark brown crust, bake it a little longer but no more than 10 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes is what I prefer. Once out of the oven, slather it again with some butter. Do not skip this process if you want that beautiful shiny top. While the bread is still hot, run a knife through the sides to release it. Tip the bread onto a wire rack to cool. Do not cool it on a plate. You may cool it on a ring as well. Our bread has thoroughly cooled. You may knock the bottom of your bread to hear the hollow sound. This shows that your bread has cooked beautifully. To slice the bread, use a serrated knife. This will ensure smooth, thin slices. Go ahead and slice it through. This angle isn't working out for me, so I'll be shifting the angle. Our bread slices perfectly. Please check point 9 in the description box to know about storing this bread. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Until next time.